So, hi, my name is Merlin. Today I'm going to talk about what I learned today. Um, like as yesterday, I was trying to make like operating system on the web. So the reason why I'm trying to make an operating system on the using web language is web like using like JS or TS because you know I'm really making uh re- like OS using Rust, but the thing is that I was not able to understand it, so I'm just gonna keep it like how do I say it? Mm, keep it like realistic using this JavaScript code. So, which this is gonna do is it's very simple. Uh, you know, when you're trying to there's a hardware component and software component, and in the hardware component there's a specification of the hard disk and like graphic card. In the graphic card there's a BG hardware, right? And I just specify or the like real hard disk. Example, how many surface it has and how many RPM it is get. So I convert into some kind of object which is class, and to specifying the hard disk heads or trap per surface, I put this or stuff in the BIOS. So BIOS is gonna be the first entry point of it, and after that export this variable into into software that you're gonna use. For example, this is it. So if the boot if your bootloader size is gonna be the size of the hard disk of the sector, and the writer this class is just gonna be write uh, write the text on the screen using VGA hardware, which is for the your screen. And the thing you have to know about the thing is that the hardware. I'm gonna try to represent this. So this is taking so long. So hold on. Not this. So the hardware of your the BG hardware or your screen hardware is just it is a representative of the list of uh, some kind of rectangular forms. So example, what I understand of BG hardware and trying to print a hello world uh, on bootloader part is because is to make to make a, to make some kind of list of array. This is taking so long, so I'm just gonna really simplify for more. I'm just gonna summarize this. I'm just gonna make it small. So example, this is your screen, and you really have to understand this. This is because this is how your hard like how do you store your text on the screen. So like this, I know there's more column, but let's skip it because I'm so lazy to draw a line. So gonna be uh, that that. Uh, and if you're trying to write a bootloader using VGA hardware, you might encounter some kind of 0xb1000. So that's a starting point of the VGA hardware. So that is the starting point. 0xb1000 is going to be storing the first part of the array. And next one is going to be 0xb 8001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. And so how do you make this in real front-end app? So, but this is kind of unique thing. This kind of the like weird approach that people didn't do it. is specifying this kind of data representation using array buffer. And then you store some kind of like hello word, right? Some kind of hell h on the first part. For example, you store h on the first part. E on the second part. And L on the third part or fourth part. And example, you wanna no, like here. And so we can store like HELLO on our array buffer, but the question is how will we how we show in the view, right? So we can use our step using CSS grid, and a CSS grid is kind of a good choice of it because you can just specify all the columns and rows using CSS grid. And another way is, I think this is also very sufficient, using Canvas API. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the CSS grid first because that's gonna be more easy to do it. But if there's something restriction of it, I'm just gonna use Canvas API. So writing bootloader in JavaScript is impossible. You really have to know that it's impossible. So, but like copying the specification and print it in website could be work. So but that is not the bootloader. It's just like how do I say it? Yeah, this is not bootloader. So it's just like copying the bootloader into some kind of front end array. Yeah. So and this the code of it. So writer function get the column position, and it is a column position, and buffer we're gonna just get the buffer of this BG hardware, because in the BG hardware class there's a buffer logic there. Or I'm just gonna write a buffer logic. Oh yeah, there's a buffer property on it. So this is it. I don't know if it's gonna be possible or not. I think this is also kind of waste of time, but I'm just doing what I like. I just like it. I just like writing a code. I just like to think about deeply rather than reading just a paper and just like copying the code on the blog. So I don't know what is gonna happen. So this is it. Bye bye.